Monday sucks.
Oh my God, it's Monday.
Monday sucks.
Happy Monday, everybody.
It's Monday. It's Monday. Factorwhack.com.
Greetings, red-blooded, verified Earth people, and those with no check mark. It's me, the always dapper podcast babbler, your daddy-o cock-block from the radio, and the monkey on the mic here running that semi-unprofessionally trained tongue of mine. It's me, Zachary Ernesto Wackalino III. Good morning, beautiful people, and welcome to those of you in Zap, North Dakota, Woonsocket, Rhode Island, and all around the world. This is the often secluded, never diluted, always wacky, never tacky, hot rockin', flame throwing, DeWack in the morning show. Live from the low-rent, sleazy, and measly Raymond Jam and Nut Hut Studios at the DeWack Shag Podcasting Complex at Peachtree Industrial, FEMA Region Number 4, somewhere in the Atlanta Metro. I'm live out of Studio X today.
Wake up with the sun. It's time to have some fun.
In case you weren't aware, today is Monday, April 14th, 2025.
Wax on the air, morning vibes everywhere. Grab your coffee cup, let this beat wake you up. Tune in, don't be late. It's a date we can't wait. Zach DeWack in the morning, bringing the light. With laughs and stories to make your day bright. Tune in, feel the vibe, it's where you belong. Zach DeWack in the morning, this is your song.
It's the day before tax day. We are at show number 111.
From the city buzz to the quiet of dawn, Zach's got the tales that keep moving us on. With every guest and joke, we're feeling alright. Start your day with Zach, from the dark to the light. Zach DeWack in the morning, bringing the light. With laughs and stories to make your day bright. Tune in, feel the vibe, it's where you belong. Zach DeWack in the morning, this is your song.
Taking a look at that birthday list, it's Abigail Breslin's birthday from Little Miss Sunshine and Scream Queen. She's 29. The 2017 Heisman Trophy winner for the University of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield, is 30. He was drafted by the Cleveland Browns and now is with Tampa Bay. Actor Graham Phillips is 32. Chris Wood from The Carrie Diaries, Supergirl, and Vampire Diaries is 37. Sarah Michelle Gellar, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, turns 48. Adrian Brody from The Pianist and The Grand Budapest Hotel is 52. Anthony Michael Hall from The Breakfast Club and Murder in the First is 57. Actor Robert Carlyle is 64. Bob Garrett from Everybody Loves Raymond is 65. Peter Capaldi from Doctor Who is 67, and Julie Christie from Finding Neverland and Away From Her is 85 years young today. Also, born on this day, Loretta Lynn, born in 1932, and Pete Rose in 1941. Also, remembering Don Ho, who passed away on this day in 2007. He was 76. Pete Steele from Type O Negative passed in 2010 at the young age of 48. And soul and R&B vocalist Percy Sledge passed on this day in 2015. He was 74. And Liz Sheridan, who played Jerry Seinfeld's mom on Seinfeld, died in her sleep from natural causes just 5 days after her 93rd birthday. That was in 2022. Some stuff in movies and TV released this day. American Psycho released in 2000. Scary Movie 4 released in 2006. Adam Sandler's Sandy Wexler released in 2017. And The Kardashians premiered this day in 2022.
It happened on this day as if you care.
Let's take a look at this day in history. In 1828, Noah Webster copyrighted the first edition of his dictionary. In 1846, the Donner Party of Pioneers departed Springfield, Illinois for California on what will become a year-long journey of hardship, cannibalism, and survival. In 1865, Abraham Lincoln was shot at Ford's Theater by John Wilkes Booth. In 1912, the British passenger liner RMS Titanic hit an iceberg in the North Atlantic. It would sink the following morning and take with it 1,503 lives. In 1927, the first Volvo car premiered in Gothenburg, Sweden. Yeah, Volvo, a box on wheels. In 1968, at the Academy Awards, a tie between Katharine Hepburn and Barbra Streisand resulted in the two sharing the Best Actress Oscar. In 1981, the first operational space shuttle Columbia landed at Edwards Air Force Base in California after its first test flight. In 1983, the first cordless telephone capable of operating up to 600 feet from its base was introduced by Fidelity and British Telecom. In 2006, a homeless cat saved the life of a newborn baby abandoned in the middle of the night with temperatures near zero on the doorstep of a house in Cologne, Germany. Police said the cat meowed loudly until someone woke up and opened the door to see about the noise. Thanks to the cat, the baby boy suffered only mild hypothermia. In 2015, archaeologists announced that they had found 3.3 million-year-old stone tools in Kenya, the oldest ever discovered and which predate the earliest humans. In 2019, Tiger Woods won his fifth Masters title, his first major in 11 years. And in 2021, President Joe Biden announced his decision to withdraw all U.S. troops from Afghanistan by September 11th.
Of course, you realize this means war.
And let's take a look at music history. In 1967, a riot broke out at Warsaw's Palace of Culture as the Rolling Stones made their first appearance in an Iron Curtain country. Police used tear gas in a battle with 2,000 fans. In 1967, Polydor Records released the Bee Gees' New York mining disaster 1941. It was released with a promotional slogan announcing the most significant talent since the Beatles. The record became a top 20 hit. In 1969, the recording of the Ballad of John and Yoko took place with just two Beatles, Paul McCartney and John Lennon. Paul played bass, drums, and piano with John on guitars and lead vocals. The song was banned from many radio stations as being blasphemous. On some stations, the word Christ was edited in backwards to avoid the ban. In 1970, CCR, Creedence Clearwater Revival, made their live MMO debut when they played their first of two nights at the Royal Albert Hall, London. In 1972, Elton John releases Rocket Man.
And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh, no, I'm a rocket man.
In 1994, Kurt Cobain was cremated at the Blythe's funeral home in Seattle. The death certificate listed Cobain's occupation as poet/musician and his type of business as punk rock. In 2001, Sean Puffy Combs, P. Diddy, was arrested in Miami for riding a scooter in South Beach on a suspended driver's license. He was released 20 minutes later after signing a promise to appear in court. In 2003, a man was arrested accused of making up a Bjork concert and selling tickets. Alex Koenig allegedly sold tickets worth $14,000 at $40 each after persuading a San Diego nightclub owner that Bjork had agreed to play there. He was accused of taking the money and moving to Hawaii, where he was arrested. In 2009, a planned auction of nearly 1,400 items from the former home of Michael Jackson was canceled. The public preview of the collection had already begun in Los Angeles, and the exhibition of Jackson's possessions would stay open until the end of the next week. A last-minute settlement meant Jackson's belongings would now be returned to him. In response, he had dropped a lawsuit against Julian's Auctions. Also, in 2009, former Beatle George Harrison was honored with a posthumous star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in Los Angeles. Sir Paul McCartney attended the unveiling outside the landmark Capitol Records building, joining Harrison's widow, Olivia, and son Donnie. Eric Idle, Oscar-winning actor Tom Hanks, and musician Tom Petty also attended the ceremony. In 2013, Justin Bieber caused outrage after writing a message in a guest book at the Anne Frank Museum, which stated he hoped the Holocaust victim would have been a fan. The 19-year-old wrote, "Truly inspiring to be able to come here, and was a great girl. Hopefully she would have been a believer." It provoked fierce online criticism of the Canadian singer, who was in Amsterdam as part of his tour. And in 2017, Harry Styles' debut single, Sign of the Times, broke Ed Sheeran's 13-week run at the top of the UK charts. The One Direction star achieved his first #1 as a solo artist with this release, the first from his self-titled debut album. Alright, special events for today. It is Children with Alopecia Day. It's Ex-Spouse Day. Why the hell are we celebrating an ex-spouse with a day? That's dumb. It's International Moment of Laughter Day. It's Look Up at the Sky Day. Good Deeds Day. It's Dolphin Day, Gardening Day, Pecan Day, or Pecan Day. It's Perfume Day as well. And we are in the middle of Passover, which runs through the week. So happy Passover. And today's number for the day is 3.2. That's the percentage admission rate at Harvard University, the lowest admission rate of any Ivy League school.
Breaking news.
Time to check out some news. DoorDash has expanded its sidewalk robot delivery service to Los Angeles and Chicago. Finally, a delivery driver that won't eat your fries on the way. A survey found that we begin to worry about our phone battery when it goes below 38%. That's also the exact moment we realized we left our charger at home. A study said that spanking kids leads to more aggressive behavior. Some really negative Facebook posts about parents. In China, a couple of singers got into trouble for lip syncing during a concert, which is illegal there. Wow, I can't believe I found something I like about a communist country. The median age of the U.S. population is around 38.9 years. Yeah, the median is where half the population is above that age and half the population is below it. Or to put it in simpler terms, it's the point where half the population lies about their age. Health researchers say an average cinnamon pastry can have as much fat as 2 pork chops with mashed potatoes. So they're saying that you should eat 1 pork chop with mashed potatoes for breakfast. Ring pops, introduced in 1979 by an engineer helping to help his child stop thumb sucking, quickly became a novelty sensation. Today, they are part of Bazooka Brands, a private equity-backed company that also owns Baby Bottle Pops and Bazooka Gum. Bazooka Brands is expected to generate $100 million in sales in 2025. Recently, Ring Pops opened up a new manufacturing facility in Pennsylvania, which is 4 times larger than its previous plant and capable of producing 1.5 million candies daily. A new survey asked Americans who they'd like to see added to their money, asking if the government planned to redesign American coins and bills, would they support making it on the new money. Candidates with the highest level of support included Theodore Roosevelt, Martin Luther King Jr., Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, Albert Einstein, and Eleanor Roosevelt. While Einstein did have quite a bit of support, he also had quite a bit of opposition. Among the people we don't want to see in our money is Walt Disney, Elvis Presley, and Robert E. Lee. Whoa. Elvis Presley. Hell yeah, put him on the money.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, it looks like less really is more when it comes to weight loss. A study out of the Czech Republic found that eating just breakfast and lunch as opposed to 6 small meals throughout the day is more successful at lowering body mass index. A study tracked 54 people with type 2 diabetes over a period of 12 weeks. Eating 2 meals a day produced greater decreases in liver fat content, while there was a bigger increase in insulin sensitivity with the 6-meal diet. 6 meals? What? I'm missing out on all that food? I'm fat enough, I guess. It's safe to say that all moms and dads feel a heightened level of exhaust, whether they've got toddlers or teens, but a new survey reveals that hateful 8s are arguably the worst age to deal with. In a survey, parents also said that the age of 6 is much easier to handle, while 7-year-olds have the worst tantrums. Just 25 minutes of vigorous daily exercise can do wonders for you and could help beat depression. Researchers at the Methodist University in Dallas found that a workout reduces stress and anger and boosts the sense of physical well-being. They claim physical exercise should be more widely prescribed as a treatment to tackle depression or anxiety disorders. The UK's National Oceanography Centre was carrying out trials of a new robot submarine before sending it to the ocean for real work. While it was running more than 400 feet below the surface of the Loch Ness in Scotland, its propellers snagged something, not a monster, but a camera believed to have been deployed by the Loch Ness Investigation Bureau around 55 years ago, trying to capture images of the fabled monster. The legend of the Loch Ness Monster dates back to the 6th century with a story involving Saint Columba, who allegedly saved a man from the water beast in 565 AD. The modern era of sightings began in 1933 when a couple reported seeing a large creature crossing the road near Loch Ness. In 1934, the famous surgeon's photograph was taken showing what appeared to be a dinosaur-like creature, but it was later revealed to be a hoax. Despite numerous investigations and hoaxes, people continue to report sightings with over 1,100 recorded. Well, a Croatian man could not believe his eyes when he received a package containing a wallet he misplaced 14 years earlier. Inside was the money he had originally lost and more. When he lost the wallet, he had about $1,000 in it, but when it was returned to him, it contained $1,500. The man said he'd been carrying so much cash because he had just withdrawn it from his bank to pay for a roof repair. OpenAI announced upgrades to ChatGPT, enabling better recall of past conversations for more personalized responses. Users can now control memory settings to reference saved facts about themselves or chat history context for improved interaction. These settings can be toggled on or off with the option for a memory-free conversation in temporary chat mode. A helicopter in South Africa crashed after a penguin in a cardboard box slipped off a researcher's lap and hit the aircraft's pitch lever during takeoff from Bird Island. The box's impact caused the helicopter to tilt violently rightward before the rotor blades struck the ground, resulting in a crash that South African authorities officially attributed to the penguin in a reported release earlier this week. The flight was originally intended to assist with a research survey, after which the researcher requested that a penguin be transported back to the airport in what turned out to be an inadequately secured cardboard box. Fortunately, despite the serious damage to the helicopter, neither the 35-year-old pilot, the passengers, nor the penguin sustained any injuries. Following the accident, authorities recommended additional safety training for the pilot who, despite having over 1,650 flight hours, failed to properly secure the penguin for safe transport. In a groundbreaking study, researchers have pushed the boundaries of mixed reality technology by introducing a method to physically interact with three-dimensional holograms using elastic materials. This advancement allows individuals to engage with 3D graphics in a tangible way, such as grabbing and moving virtual objects with their hands without compromising the holographic system's integrity. All right, on to stupid news.
We gotta wrap this program to bring you something really, really, really stupid.
Rescue services in Sweden were called to help a parrot stuck in a tree, where the ungrateful bird reportedly shouted profanities at the firefighters attempting to rescue it. The potty-mouthed bird had been perched 25 feet up a narrow branch for several hours, with rescue efforts complicated by the parrot's fear of darkness and reluctance to move. Eventually, the owner managed to lure down the foul-mouthed bird with a pack of cigarettes. 5 years ago this week, a 93-year-old woman made a hilarious plea from the window of her Pennsylvania home, begging for an essential supply of beer during the pandemic lockdown. Olive Veronesi was snapped holding up a Coors Light can with a whiteboard reading, "I need more beer." The photo was taken by a relative. Naturally, the image resulted in some generous offers to get Olive more beer. A 49-year-old man wearing a pink wig, fake breasts, and a pink thong was arrested last weekend for causing a disturbance outside an Applebee's restaurant in Clearwater, Florida. Police say Daniel Ciriello was so drunk that he couldn't take care of himself and was stumbling around the parking lot. He tried to get into a vehicle that wasn't his own and couldn't answer basic questions when questioned by deputies. He was arrested for disorderly intoxication and taken to jail, where he was changed into an orange outfit. In an effort to postpone reality, an elderly German woman kept her dead husband in bed for 4 months. Ew. The husband's sister became suspicious when she repeatedly called the house, and the wife told her that he didn't want to see any visitors. The sister eventually called police, and they confirmed that the 76-year-old man had died of natural causes. A Sarasota business owner is dealing with aggressive nesting hawks that attack anyone walking through her front yard, including her family, lawn service, and even a Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission officer. Odalis Hayes reported that her husband was attacked 8 times despite wearing a helmet, while her son suffered head lacerations from the bird's talons. Since hawks are a protected species, the FWC has informed Hayes that she cannot take action while the nest is active, leaving her few options to protect her customers. A burnt body discovered in Germany led to 5 hours of police investigation. There was a forensics team, there was floodlights and a 3D scanner, there was a drone, and they called upon an undertaker to take care of the woman who had been found unalive, unclothed, and charred. But then suddenly the investigation came to a quick stop. Police then announced the burned person had never been alive. It was a recreational mannequin. Okay then.
Here's your highly scientific and completely infallible and often inscrutable guaranteed horoscope for today.
And now it's time for your world-famous Monday morning weekly Horriblescopes. If today is your birthday, you are an Aries. Banking on anyone this week? Don't let them let you down like they did me. I'm still picking up the pieces of a tattered life. You yearn to be a farmer just so that you can be outstanding in your field. Compact discs are very shiny, but using them to attract seagulls in order to bludgeon them to death with your shoe is neither good manners nor entirely legal.
This morning I woke up and I had a little tingle.
Taurus, the accuracy of any horoscope today will be directly related to the number of things you do today. A skydiving accident may befall you if you go skydiving. Alternatively, it may not. The chances are that staying at home and doing the same thing as every other day will not harm your chances of having a good day. You are a carrier bag and your life is one big supermarket. Now that you're fully engrossed in that analogy, I want you to think of me as the store announcer. Clean up in aisle 4. That's as exciting as it gets. When you have that recurring nightmare about yourself in, that position, don't worry about it. As the Bukkake girl said, take it all on the chin.
That is incredibly abnormal behavior, and none of us need to do that.
Gemini, did you happen to see a film called Creepy Creatures of the Night? It wasn't a good film. This week is your own personal Creepy Creatures of the Night. Go with the flow and let people take advantage of you. Don't be a player hater. No, we don't know what that means either.
Listen to me, Mr. Union fellow. I mean, I follow all the union rules. But let me tell you something. If we went by the book, we'd both be dead by now.
Cancer Moonchild. Employee of the Month awards carry a penalty. The penalty of ridicule. What may be lucky for you this week, although you'd probably prefer meaty planks to irritating splinters.
Oh, this is what it's finally come to, huh?
Leo. Places like Mega City and Coolopolis don't exist. But they do inside the head of the person who's standing nearest to you right this second. If you want to ride your bicycle, then by all means do it, but I refuse to be held responsible for any consequences. Laugh and the world laughs at you, or at least it'll seem like it for this week.
Listen, Agate Bay, an I'll face so you can egg pray out of isn't pray.
Virgo, most of this sentence comes direct from the spirits that guide me through your horriblescope, although I've added tenses to all the verbs because they don't seem to understand time. Your magical fingers may be called into practice this week. Many of the truths you desperately cling to are beset by the fact that you read only comic books and talk to children.
I did not know that.
Libra, this week is a week like any other. Try not to expect too much from this segment of 168 hours. Drunken idiots are usually a good way of entertaining yourself whilst you're waiting for public transport. Any joke you have to seriously think about today is not worth getting.
Hello, gorgeous.
Scorpio, all the best plans go awry, so please make sure you're ready for any surprises. Your aim to drink 10 to 15 liters of water today may come crashing down on you when you're stuck in traffic later this week. Assume everyone's an idiot today, and you may find yourself being patronizing and brilliantly witty.
Holy semantics, Batman.
Sagittarius, you do a lot of good work, make people pay for it. Your talents dictate that you will not go so far. Someone called Sean will contact you in the next couple of days.
I am not afraid to tell you my name.
Capricorn, nutrition will play a major part in your life for the next week. If you don't claim that free holiday, you'll never win it. Don't trust the little birdies. They're renowned liars.
I am government man. Go from the government. The government has sent me.
Aquarius, the perceived wisdom of freaks will today begin to all of a sudden make a great deal of sense. People say you make your own luck, but carrying around a sign that says, "I'm needy and helpless," is probably not what they had in mind. By sticking around, you are agreeing to hear this horriblescope, and you may be bringing on yourself several levels of suffering and or pleasure. If you don't agree to this, please stop reading now, or carry on depending on whether you're willing to take that chance.
I got you cornered, you spooey wabbit.
And finally, Pisces. Avoid happy thoughts, they'll only bring you down with a crash. Your irrelevance becomes clear today, and you will feel a new sense of freedom. You will get an important phone call today, but you won't be able to find a pen to write down the message.
I am just sick to my stomach this morning.
And those are your official The Wack in the Morning Horriblescopes. And remember,
Don't leave home without them.
police are looking for thieves that stole from a Bath & Body Works store in Virginia. 2 women stole more than $1,300 worth of candles. The two were last seen in a Hyundai with cups of chai latte and a romance novel to curl up to. Mattel is introducing a Barbie LeBron James doll. What? James will be the first Chambassador for the brand. Yeah, I bought one. The thing keeps flopping on the ground, grabbing its ankle, crying and whining. Major League Baseball is well underway, and this year for $250, you can have your marriage proposal shown live on the Jumbotron at Fenway Park in Boston. It's also the only way Red Sox fans will get to see anyone receive a ring.
That was kind of rude. Thank you.
Because Easter is coming up, Catholic priests have been hearing confessions all week. Yeah, mostly from other Catholic priests.
Jesus Christ.
When it comes to taxes, there are 2 types of people. There are those that get it done early, also known as psychopaths, and then there are the rest of us.
Inconceivable!
A study claims that 4 out of 10 Americans are now obese. The study was conducted by watching anyone walking into a Walmart.
In this universe, there's only one absolute.
Fact of the day, 99% of all the species that have ever lived on Earth are now extinct. Meanwhile, the other 1% is working overtime to make sure it gets to 100.
I'm going to tell you what I think.
A study says male fruit flies that drink alcohol are more attractive to females. Yeah, the study was carried out by other drunk male fruit flies.
I guess this is it.
According to a new study, men working as an engineer, tradesperson, or sales manager are most likely to have an affair.
Glad to hear it.
If they are a policeman, construction worker, or a cowboy, it will probably be with another man.
Not up in here!
The first known letter from King James VI of Scotland is to go on display later this month. It was written when he was 7 years old. It was to Santa and asked for a puppy.
Santa Claus is good to go.
If the newspaper was the evolution of the town crier, cable news is the evolution of the town drunk.
Oh, terrific. Absolutely terrific. Pure.
Prince Harry argued for state-paid armed bodyguards in a London court this week.
Stand with us.
Wouldn't it just be easier to file for divorce?
Alert. Alert.
As you've heard, Trump slapped a 125% tariff on China, prompting the stock market to soar almost 3,000 points. No one scored this many points against China since Shaquille O'Neal in the 96 Olympics.
Fascinating.
What's the worst day of the week that gets us all depressed? MONDAYSUCKS. Here comes more aggravation and a brand new week of stress. MONDAYSUCKS. Monday sucks. Monday sucks. Monday sucks. Monday sucks. Forever will it make you want to cry, cry, cry. So come along and sing the song. Now get it off your chest. MONDAYSUCKS.
Monday morning, your history.
Well, I think that's it. You've been listening to the Always First, Never Last podcast with me, your Doomsday host, the incredible, edible Mr. Zach Wackalina.
Another day closer to being dead.
Please connect with me at ZachDeWack.com. That's ZACKDAWACK.com. Find me on Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram, MySpace, the comic strip, the Yellow Pages, Telepathy, Western Union, or call or text 984-DeWack1. That's 984-329-2251. Like the show, follow us, or subscribe, and please share this show with your friends, your family, your enemy. Just share it. Thank you to all the awesome wackos, weirdos, reverts, preverts, dingbats, and Jelloheads Anonymous for any and all listens you can give. It means a lot. I'm out of here like Vladimir. Until next time, and there will be a next time. Don't forget me, I won't forget you. I am Zach DeWack, saying if I'm lying, I'm dying. Grits ain't groceries, eggs ain't poultry, and Mona Lisa was a man. I'll be back Friday for another cool edition of the DeWack in the Morning Show. I'll talk to you then. Same whack time, same whack channel. Whack out.
Bye, buckaroos.
Have a nice day.
You've reached the end of this program. Please return your host to the full upright position.
ZachDeWack.com.
Ciao, baby.
Tossing, turning all night long, clawing at your mind. A fever dream on overload, your soul feels capsized. Stay with me while I collect my thoughts. Head spinning round and round, my tongue's tied up in knots. Just wait till the sun shines down in the morning. Just slow it down, gotta stop your running. The stitch stones on the early warning. Just brush it off if the rain starts pouring in the morning. Cause I've been where you are a time or two, been well under that spell. Yes, breaking free from someone's gravity can feel like going straight through hell. Stay with me while I collect my thoughts. Head is spinning around and around, my tongue's tied up in knots. Just wait till the sun shines down in the morning. Just slow it down, gotta stop your running. Yes, the sticks and stones are the early warning. Just brush it off if the rain starts pouring in the morning. Cause the devil's telling lies. Just know I'll be right there. I'll be right there by your side. Just wait till the sun shines down in the morning. Slow it down, gotta stop that running.